Hey cousins, what's going on? TIF, happy Friday. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. This was like a last second video. I was gonna schedule something to go live tomorrow, but I'm like, let's just make a video right now. Um, hey, thank God it's Friday, cause this week done wore me out. Done wore me out for real. How you doing tonight? But yeah, like I said, this is gonna be like a quick little video. I just wanted to come on here and address. I feel like at this point, Drake is harassing us. I low key feel like he's harassing us at this point because like when is enough enough? Do I enjoy you getting your face kicked in? Absolutely. But bro, you're harassing us at this point. Thank you so much. I hope you had a good week too, and you got through it as well. This guy, he just don't get it. He just don't know when to lay down and just let it be what it's gonna be. Like he just won't die. And I can low key, I can admire that. But we don't need you playing victim. But anyway, he done dropped three more songs um today on his Finsta page. Hold on, what mic am I using? Hold on to change this. Because I know my audio probably sounds crazy. But Drake dropped three more new tracks. And I think one of the songs is called No Face. And on that song, he's addressing the beef and everybody that he got into it with. Um, Let me see if I can find the lyrics. Or the song. You know what? I'm gonna have to hold on. Wait. You're wilding. Not this is what white supremacy is. Have you anybody seen the listen to the songs? I listened to like a snippet, but I did read the lyrics just to see, cipher through the lyrics or whatever. But hey cousin, what's going on? We got a last out of nowhere video because Drake keeps dropping more music. Like just leave us alone. Where's these damn literally just had it, the song, so I can play it for y'all. Is this it? Yeah, the 30-second snippet that I listened to, I like the beat. But like I said, um I didn't hear the full song. Girl, you lying to me. Why he's obviously in a beef with Lucian at this point because why do you keep leaking songs just for Lucian and UMG to tell you to take it down and then put it on streaming? They having some problems over there. exactly the same way. But low key, I honestly feel like I said it in our last live. I'm low key feeling like that plot twist page is not Drake. I don't know how I'm gonna prove it, but I'm gonna prove it that that's not Drake. I feel like that's somebody else that's doing this. I don't know how to prove it yet, but I'm gonna prove it. That's crazy. And it literally just went up. It literally just went up like an hour or two ago, right? Ain't that what Kanye West told him? That's what Kanye West told him. Let me see if I can share this. He done dropped 3 more new songs. Um, and the one out of the three, the one that's getting the most traction, of course, is No Face. So I'm about to play it for y'all, but of course I'm gonna have to pause here and there to avoid the copyright. So let's see how I'm gonna do this. Shout out to Club Ambition for posting this. But this is the song.
Gotta know how you get lit off the nigga you hating on. Features I skated on. I gotta know how you get lit off the nigga you hating on.
This is his problem right there because he keep thinking somebody is getting lit off him. Like, what are you talking about, Drake? He has this idea that he's the only one who got motion. Yeah, you probably got a little bit more extra motion than maybe what Rick Ross, maybe ASAP. But to keep trying to pretend you and Kendrick aren't on the same level is pretty ridiculous. The only thing you have better than Kendrick is streaming numbers. And that's reasonable because you have almost double the amount of songs. Like in 2 months, you've already given us 13, 15 songs. Again, I feel like you harassing us at this point. Like it's harassment at this point. But you continue to pretend like Kendrick needed this or someone like Kanye West, even though nobody really paid him attention, needed this. Like you're on a level above Kanye West, you're a level above the weekend. It's just straight up delusion at this point. You're just being delusional at this point, and that's why you got your ass kicked. But let's continue.
Numbers untouchable, they got the data wrong. This is the moment I know they've been praying on. Hey, what? Hey, try not to boy out, but fuck it, I'm staying on. Oh, keep on sending me slaps to go crazy on 40. Keep saying it's time to be patient.
Listen to 40, Drake. Listen to 40. 40 is giving you sound advice. Just sit down. 40 is giving you sound advice. 40 told you to be patient. 40 is telling you, please, Drake, sit down. Just sit down.
And so many people, we turning the tables on Capo. Got plans, but we'll say that for later on. Hush and keep saying they know that they played it wrong. Katie.
He said, what? Numbers untouchable. They got the data wrong. The moment I know they've been praying on, trying the boy, but fuck it. I'm staying on. Drake, you you looking real terrible right now. Is low key giving Meek Mill right now. Is low key giving Ja Rule right now. That's what you're giving right now. You're giving delusional, out of touch with reality at this point. Like the fact that you don't know how to read a room is crazy. You do not know how to read a room at all. He don't trust after the husband. Listen, maybe it's AI, his voice, but another rapper under it. It really does feel like harassment. Exactly, cousin. Like, why do you keep you've put out the even the there was a Benny Butcher song from like 2 years ago. He decided to clear and it was released today, but then 2 hours later it got taken down. It's a mess over there at the OVO headquarters. Is UMG and Lucian, they don't know what to do with this boy. They don't know what to do with the boy. The boy don't know what to do with himself. Hey cousin, what's up? So desperate.
He just text what the fuck are we waiting on? Damn. Therapist put in a 30-day notice because I keep on talking about beefing and business.
My therapist, what you saying? My therapist put in a 30-day notice because I keep on talking about beefing and businesses and money and women. It's no diagnosis. They emptied the clip. So if this is true and you actually wrote this, Drake, why does everybody else get it but you don't? Everybody get it but you. 40 said you need to be patient. Your therapist put in a 30-day notice because she tired of hearing you talk about this shit. You know how ridiculous you gotta be if your therapist say, I can't fuck with you no more. Your therapist is tired of you. Therapists are there to help you. The therapist said, I can't help him. Mm-mm. He's a lost cause. This this one is uncoachable. This one I can't fix this one. This one is broken.
The money and women, there's no diagnosis. They empty the clip. Quick, swat that shit.
What's up with him in this like slurping sounds on songs?
Quick, swat that shit out and I came back reloaded. Quick,
Why don't he did that on the Heart Part 6 as well? Wet ass mouth. Why is your mouth so wet that you gotta keep slurping on the beat like that? Freaky ass nigga.
swat that shit out and I came back reloaded. I'm just so happy that niggas who envied and held that shit and got to finally show it.
Another thing, why do you keep acting like this is just like some one-sided beef? Why do you want to keep pretending like this is some one-sided beef, especially when it came to you and Kendrick? Huh? They emptied the clip and I came back reloaded. I'm just so happy that ends who envied and held that in got to finally showing. Drake, if we being honest, you started all of this. You started all of this 10 years ago being a bitter Betty because you're so out of touch with the culture and not understanding what the culture is. You took offense to someone challenging you to push your pen. Mind you, when everybody else who was also mentioned on the song, didn't have any problem with it. What they did, they got in the booth. They got in the booth and they responded. But no, it was you who got upset. So why are you pretending like this is just some one-sided beef, especially when it comes to you and Kendrick? Because if I remember correctly, it was you in interviews having a temper tantrum. It was you who went on Sports Nation and talked about Kendrick Lamar like a dog to the point that you didn't want to air it. And you threatened Sports Nation and ESPN that you wouldn't host the ESPYs if they aired it because you talked about Kendrick Lamar so bad. And then you decided to make the language and you sent the first shot at Kendrick. You sent the first shot. You sent the first shot. So why are you pretending like it's just them, it's just Kendrick bothering you? Like, cut the shit out. Here you go playing victim again. You so good at that. You so good at playing the victim. It's ridiculous. And yes, cousin, it was him who sent the first shot on the language. Yeah, control was the founding part, but keep in mind it wasn't a diss song. And Kendrick didn't get upset until he realized you were in these interviews complaining like a bee. But it was Drake who got on wax and sent the first shot. So stop saying, and I came back reloaded. I'm just so happy that ends who envied and held that ish and got to finally showing.
Hell, that shit ain't got to finally show it. I'm over the moon. Yeah, we'll see you boys soon. I'm spreading my wings. I have a cocoon. I'm studio.
I'll see you boys soon. Why you want to keep prolonging this? Let's just get it over with. Let's just get it over with. They want those albums, not this bull you putting out. Nobody's talking about his music on the slump. Every album sounds the same. When I say it, I'm a hater. When I say it, I'm a hater that he hasn't had no progress since 2018. Do he get the numbers? Yeah, because he got a core fan base. They gonna always support him. But he hasn't progressed. It's the same. It's redundant. That's why they're so always so thirsty for more and more and more. They can't even sit with music and enjoy it because they're looking for the next song. They love saying, "Oh, he keep us fed. He keep us fed." You shouldn't still be hungry 30 minutes after you just ate. Yeah, what he asked for. Here we are. No wonder his a therapist is like, he's delusional. This is what happens when you poke a bear. You and what's his name? Chubbs were taunting this man. Now you pretending that every niggas who envied you and held it in finally got to showing. Y'all have been exchanging words for the last 10 years. Held what in? You knew how he felt about you. Reminder, Drake, it was you who tried to befriend him at least 6 or 7 times over the last 10 years, and he's giving you the middle finger every single time. She was got everything in the bars. This was to say he don't care what no one says. He does not have no classic album. Is this did they say Drake don't have any classic albums? I think Take Care is a classic album. But you know, there's some debates or controversy, I guess you can say, around that album. But I would definitely say if I was to give him a classic album, it would be Take Care. His best. Tuck the scissor right back into his pajama clothes, okay? I still want to blame Drake for messing up the ears of the youth for how they listen to bars from Kendrick. I blame I blame Drake. I also blame George Bush. Some of these folks should have been left behind. That No Child Left Behind. What they say? Oh, you fuck the city up with this one. You fuck the whole country up with this one. The kids should have been left behind because they cannot comprehend anything. Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you subbing. Couldn't just snatch that black card and went about his business. And that's what kills me. Is like they were going on this rant like, oh, Kendrick is milking this. Kendrick is milking this. But here we have Mr. Aubrey Graham talking about we'll see you boys soon. Who's really milking this when Kendrick hasn't said one word to anybody? No one has seen Kendrick since the pop-out. No one has laid eyes on Kendrick since the pop-out. And you know what's crazy? He be outside in his community, but they respect him enough to where they don't take pictures or upload pictures of him because they have that much respect for him. Like, I don't like people when people be like, oh, celebrities can't really go outside because paparazzi is always popping up. And it's like, do you not realize sometimes those people call the paparazzi? Like, this man hasn't been seen since, but let the OVO say it, tell it. It's Kendrick who's milking this. Because that cousin was written by The Weeknd. Yeah, I think they said 4 or 5 songs was written by The Weeknd. Okay. But remember, Drake told us he was the war general and that he had experience as being a war general. I can't fucking tell. I don't want you to run any type of country when it's time to go to war because you will get everybody killed if you the war general. Why he talking about therapy all of a sudden by admitting he's seeing a therapist? Would that be confirming this battle is affecting him? That's exactly what it's saying. That's exactly what it's saying. He's bothered, but he had all those people. He had his producer that he had that song with, those 2 songs with that flopped. And then what was his name? Gordon. And then Lil Yachty did that interview saying, oh, Drake doesn't care. He's unbothered. But like you said, cousin, here he is admitting. My therapist put in a 30-day notice because I keep talking about beefing. Mr. Unbothered, why are you talking about this to your therapist? Why do you have a therapist? Didn't you tell us nothing was wrong with you? You told us that you was good, that you having a good time, you having a ball. You on Instagram taking pictures of yourself in these random outfits, these terrible Tims, terrible, terrible, terrible outfits. Pretending you are unbothered and you don't give a damn. But clearly so, you do give a damn because your therapist is so annoyed with you and feels like they can't even help you, they gave you a 30-day notice. I ain't never heard of a therapist say, I can't help this patient. Oh my God. That argument is so stupid. Today, literally today, someone tweeted something and they're like, oh, where's Kendrick? And I'm like, sitting on a billboard. They're like, oh, well, when's the last time he dropped? He doesn't need to drop. He has 3 songs on the Billboard Hot 100. What does he need to drop for? Y'all are so used to getting microwavable bullshit that you can't even enjoy the songs that you get from Drake because there's no substance. It doesn't move you, it doesn't make you think. You can't relate to it. That's why you can't enjoy it. That's why you can't repeat it. I literally saw someone tweet, y'all still listening to Not Like Us? Yeah, because it's a good song. Isn't that what songs are made for, to be replayed? I have songs in my playlist from the 90s that I still listen to. So what do you mean y'all are still listening to Not Like Us? Yes. Why wouldn't we? It's a good song. That's the problem. He gives y'all a song and you listen to it for 2 weeks and then you move on to the next one. And then the next one. And then the next one. You're not satisfied because he's not giving you shit worthwhile. Hey, you're not wrong. Get that hearing. That's what they say. Listen, I ain't telling you to agree with me. We all entitled to our own opinion. But like I said, if I was to give him a classic album, it would be Take Care. But like I said as well, that's debatable because they say it's someone else's work. They said four or five of them songs were The Weeknd's. Yes, cousin, George was. A child had him. I know, Jaira, because I know when he listened to Meet the Grams, he wanted to shit on himself. Like, I just know he wanted to shit on himself. Because when I listened to Meet the Grams, did Meet the Grams drop late night, right? It dropped like, did it drop like around 11 something or whatever? Because I remember, I don't know if it was late, but I remember being in the bed and it dropped. And as soon as I heard the beat, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? This sounds scary as hell. By the second verse, I turned the lights on because that's how scary it sounded and spooky it sounded. So I know Drake, listening to that song, he had to be petrified. But of course, he had to put up a front and jumped on Instagram telling someone, well, show me my daughter. Why is that the first thing you want to recognize? The daughter aspect. But don't worry. She gonna be shown. And that other son gonna be shown too. Oh God, we got an OV hole in here. Sundown, like the video. Thank you. Drake is your goat. That ain't my goat. My goat is Sean Carter. And then Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Sorry. Not of being on kick. Cousin, You need to get Drake on the phone and tell him to stand down because it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. Oh, really? And now the therapist left him. Ain't that unfortunate? That's unfortunate. A tuna bagel is so diabolical. Like, why would you put the tuna on a bagel? Like, I get it's bread, but I never heard of anybody eating tuna on a bagel until I seen that clip. We do. We do. We talk about it often. You must be new here. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Check the play. Check the page. We got plenty of Kendrick content. I just put out an amazing video about Kendrick. Go watch it. Go watch it. Okay. The amount of things that have come true based on what Kendrick has said is insane. And that's the video that I made of Kendrick. So yes, Sundown, please go watch it and stop crying. We don't like crybabies in here. Shut all that crying up. See you later. I'm not gonna shut up. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna shut up. So you're either gonna cry about it or you just gonna leave or just enjoy the content because you can't whoop me. So where do we go from here? Love you more, cousin. Yes, 3 stinkers. And going back to Schoolboy Q and J Rock. I played the Kendrick track too many times. Listen, I can't listen to Meet the Grams. I listened to it like 3 times and I'm like, okay, this is too scary for me. They don't say nothing though when they constantly keep playing Drake songs. I don't know. Going to Peggy after running the Kendrick tracks is like going for hard liquor, but yes, I actually did. Let me see if I can pull it up. Where this new Twitter is, I hate this new Twitter because hold on. But basically, I think he was talking. Are you talking about the reference track that Yeah, you lying now. Well, that's I don't know if you're talking to me because I didn't hear the other two. I've only heard this one, so you can't be talking about me. But whatever your name is, that's their opinion. He's consistently put out trash the last 2 months. How are you guys upset with us because he keep putting out trash? It's not our fault. You lying now. You lying now. They be so upset. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Alabama State Houston bus practice, and they're like that and not like us routine. It's getting started. Football season is this week or next week. It's up. They're ridiculous. They're so ridiculous. They just get in here and become extra emotional about their father. They can't help themselves. They get very sensitive about him. So they don't want us to talk about him. Oh. Hey MVGs, tell us your favorite Drake song. What's your favorite Drake song? Juice, that's what I'm saying. You in here arguing with me, telling me I'm lying because I said his music sucked, and y'all not streaming. Y'all are not streaming. Family Matters, the best song, supposedly the best song in the rap beef, and y'all are not streaming it. It got kicked out of the Billboard 200 4 weeks ago. But we the problem? Y'all don't like him that much, you're not streaming the music. What happened? I thought y'all fucked with the boy. Stream Family Matters. But another. Yeah. It's been terrible. Like, I've never seen anyone release 13 to 15 songs in a span of 2 months. I've never seen anything like that. And none of them hit. Mind you, this is Mr. One Away from Michael. You've consistently put out trash since you dropped the Heart Part 6. Consistently. And then UMG keep pulling out their belt, reminding you, nigga, you not in charge. Pick that nigga up by his braids. Pick him up. His lace front is slipping. Pick him up. Pick him up and carry him out the back and let him know you looking crazy out here right now. Like, how the songs already got taken down? I don't know what you thought this was. We just here to chill. If any Drake fans would like to come up and share their opinion, please hit that link below and come up here and tell us how you feel about your father and his production as of late. Let me know how he can turn this around and get back to being Mr. One Away from Michael. They not hitting. Period. We talk back over here. We professional, but please remember, I'm also from New Jersey, Patterson, New Jersey, to be exact. So I know how to get out of character as well, which I don't want to do, but we like to have fun over here. I wish I didn't know. I'll never hear the. Yeah, I see him look at the face. Yeah. We some haters over here. Proud haters. That's they daddy. As a man, Shad, is that your name? Is that what your mother named you, Shad? As a man, why is glaze in your vocabulary, Shad? And why are you comfortable mentioning that you glaze another man? Mind you, I'm an ally. I love the alphabet gang. Love them. But why is glaze in your vocabulary when you're trying to praise another man? I think you should use another word when you're trying to show your support for Drake. I don't know. Just a bit of advice. Just a little advice. That's it. Hey, home team. Home team. It's becoming disgusting. Why Negroes are so hellboy on defending a pet? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. She clearly don't have reading comprehension. I'm out. See you later, Shad. Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks. That was fun. Oh wow, okay. Cousin, that's what it looks like he trying to do. For those who let me play the song again. Um I'm gonna leave Shad alone for right now. Drake dropped a new song. Well, he dropped 3 songs actually. And of the 3, one is getting the most attention, which is called No Face, where he addresses the rap beef with Kendrick Lamar, and the others, Future, Metro Boomin, The Weeknd. Um, did I say The Weeknd? Yeah. Um, and he basically admitted that he's in therapy. But the therapist gave him a 30-day notice because he won't stop talking about the beef, and about business, money, and women, which Kendrick did mention that he got gambling problems, he got women problems, um, and he's a certified pedal pusher. So, and he's talking about he will see the boys soon. So he's trying to go for round 2 to redeem himself, but 40 told him to chill the fuck out, but he don't listen. He don't listen. He don't listen at all. Drake is that person. He is that person who gets his ass whooped, but get up saying, "Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that's what I thought." After getting his ass whooped, that's Drake. That's Drake. Shot. I know Shot not still in here complaining. Shot, don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. But let's play the song again. I'm gonna pause every once in a while to avoid the copyright.
Yo, trapping on locked in the room. Me on niggas got lit off the features I skated on. I gotta know how you get lit off the nigga you hating on.
He's saying that he made Future. He made ASAP Rocky. He made Rick Ross because they got lit after the features. That's what he think. He thinks soon as he jumped on their songs, they became popping. Ends got lit off the features I skated on. I gotta know. I gotta know how you get lit off the niggas you hated on. That's interesting. It's that simple. It's really that simple. Make you ends got lit off the features I skated on. Drake, you've dropped 8 or 9 features in the last 2 months, and none of them hit. Not one. So are people really getting lit off of the features that you skated on? Because if I'm wrong, correct me, right? This is what it seems to be Drake's formula. Um oh, you know who I'm gonna use for example? Fetty Wap. I'm from Paterson, New Jersey. Actually, Fetty Wap is my cousin. I'm gonna use my cousin for example of Drake hopping on a feature. So, like I said, Fetty Wap is my cousin. My cousin, he's my cousin from my father's side. My cousin had been making music for a little while. Very known in Paterson, New Jersey. New Jersey. That's the home team. So we all knew Fetty Wap. We all knew him very well, and we all knew his music. Trap Queen drops. Biggest song ever for my cousin. It's everywhere. Poppin'. Guess who wants to get on it? Mr. BBL Drizzy. So it's like you have a knack for going after people who's already buzzing. It's not like there's a random song and you just jump on it and then it just gets hot. No, the person in the song were already hot or bubbling and making a noise for themselves. You have a natural allegiance to standing next to people that's doing something. You not making artists. You not putting artists on. All you're doing is seeing what's the hottest song out or seeing how you can get on the next feature that they put out. So what do you mean? Ends got lit off the features I skated on. 9 times out of 10, those songs already had a buzz and you jumped on it. And then it just, so the song was at an 8 and you jumped on it. So now it's a 10. The song was already an 8. Now it's a 10 because you jumped on it and you put eyes of your fans on it. So stop pretending like you just had songs from scratch and you it just went. With you and Future, y'all put a project together, and it blew up. Just cut the bullshit, Drake. Just cut the bullshit. Automoto, yes, we're talking about Drake. Do you want us to stop talking about Drake? If you do, unfortunately, I'm sorry. We're not going to stop talking about Mr. Aubrey Graham over here. Every time he does something stupid, Me and my cousins are going to go live and we're going to talk about it every single time. If you don't like it, don't come in here. But we welcome you to come in here. Just keep the complaining to a minimum. We don't want to hear all that crying. I don't know. I don't get it. I had a conversation with another person the other day, and they were like, about Kendrick and J. Cole. They don't do anything for artists. Um, Drake puts them on the charts. And I'm like, how can you say that Kendrick and J. Cole does nothing for other artists? Drake can get someone on a chart, cool. But what about being actually rewarded for your accolades? J. Cole got Little Dirk his first Grammy. Kendrick Lamar got Baby Keem his first Grammy. That doesn't count for anything? Oh, a chart placement? Because that's all Drake relies on is chart placements. That's what he thrives off. That's what makes him Drake, to say, "Oh, I got 350 Billboard chart placements. I got the most streams. You got 400 fucking songs, Drake. You should have the most streams. You should have the most streams." My cousin Demi, hey, cut the bull, Drake. I'm just cut the bull. I don't get it. Is this supposed to be an insult? Because I'm not the one on Ozempic. Because as you can see, I'm still a big mama. So I'm not on Ozempic. That's your father who's on Ozempic. So I don't know. Is this supposed to be a dig? If I'm wrong, my bad, cousin. But I'm not on Ozempic. I'm still a big mama. Oh, it is a dig. Oh, so you were throwing shade. You were being shady. You were being shady. That's crazy. Because if I talk about your mother, then I'm going to be wrong. But I'm not going to do that because she's probably a nice lady. She can't help the fact that her child is an imbecile. Anyway. Yeah, it was Drake, Vanna Karen's harsh words. Harsh words. Oh my God, those were harsh words. How dare you challenge me to push my pen? How dare you ask me to make hip hop better? What, Drake? He is. Ain't gonna lie, you hating the joints. I'm not even sure what that means, but thanks. Yeah. Me and the chat have came to the conclusion that something happened on that tour. And ever since then, Kendrick is like, no, can't do it, will not do it, can't be cool with you, don't want to feature from you, nothing. But then you have Drake, who likes to post old text messages between him and Kendrick, who likes to post throwback photos of him with Kendrick, who likes to show up to Kendrick's tours to either one, be intimidating, or two, to say, hey, bro, let's be cool. Let's dap it up like old times. And Kendrick has just said, nigga, get the fuck out my face. Or you have Drake sending him a feature request. It's weird. It's just very weird. Um, Raphael, mad about what? It's Friday. It's the weekend. What's there to be mad about? And I got paid today. Twice. This is fun. This is entertainment. You lying to me. You better not be up there. Hot Street E. Hot. Are you in jail? This photo looks like you're in jail. I hope you're not in jail. I don't know. Yeah, they don't got nothing to do tonight, so I like when they come out though. It's very entertaining. The OV hoes are in the chat. OV hoes, please like this video. Don't be bitter Betties and dislike my video. Like my video. Like my video. That was kind of corny. That's kind of corny. Boo. If I had a tomato, I would throw it at you. You knew not to call me ugly, though. You knew that. They just some crybabies. Just like their father. Definitely. OVOSJD. He don't even know Drake and he got OVO in his name. That man do not know you and you got OVO in your name. That is beyond glazing, like the kids say. Your knees are bleeding. Your knees are bleeding. Well, duh, because tomatoes are good. Have you ever had a tomato on a chicken sandwich? Amazing. Why wouldn't I? How you know? You know everybody from New York? You know every single person in New York? No, let them talk. Well, stop. Hot Street E, who's currently in jail right now, says, well, stop putting Drake in your titles knowing he just dropped to get views if you don't actually want people that listen to Drake here. Hot Street E, I don't think I ever said I don't accept the OVOs. If I didn't want y'all here, I would kick y'all out. All I gotta do is press one button and I would kick you out. I enjoy you here. I just want y'all to stop bitching like bitches. That's it. But you won't, because you have the same traits as your father. So you can't help yourself. You were born to bitch because your father is a bitch. And YouTube, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. Do not yellow mark me. Let me hear you say, oh, the ho, oh, the ho. They love him. Like they would give their right and left arm for him. They love him. Like, it's ridiculous. It's not cute. And then we had Shot in here, some he's a professional glazer. At this point, you need OnlyFans. At this point, what are you gonna say about her? It's not like it's gonna be true. So you can say whatever you want. It's not gonna be true. It's not gonna upset me, Amazon trail again. Shout out to my mom though. Hey cousin, what's up? How was your night? They're not even funny. We had, like, a week ago, we had better OV hoes in here. Muhammad, he was more funny. Where he at? You upset? The CO coming? They doing count? You gotta hide that phone. Don't drop the soap. But yeah, let's continue playing the song.
Numbers untouchable, they got the data wrong. This is the moment I know they've been praying on. Hey, what? Hey, try not to boy out, but fuck it, I'm staying on. Oh, people.
Ciao. How you get lit off the niggas you hated on? Numbers untouchable, they got the data wrong. Drake again. You have 400 songs, bro. How they be so happy to brag about them streaming numbers. You got 400 songs. You're supposed to have high streaming numbers. Like, do the math.
On sending me slaps to go crazy on 40, keep saying it's time to be patient. It's
40 said it's time to be patient. It's time to be patient. Why he don't listen to 40? I think he should listen to 40. OVHO SJD says, you happy about Grammys? That don't even matter. Grammys never matter when the person always losing. You only don't care about the Grammys because you're a loser. Well, your dad is a loser. Your father is a loser. So now you don't care about the Grammys. If he won, he'd be running on that stage. And you, OVO, SJD, would be reposting the fact that he won. So cut the bullshit, loser. Stop being a loser.
So many people, we turning the tables on Capo. Got plans, but we'll say that for later on.
Another thing, you know how we know the Grammys matter to Drake? Because when he said, Kendrick just opened his mouth, so I'm gonna go ahead on my Grammy right now. That man said that with so much bitterness and hate in his heart. I know every time award season comes around, Drake get post-traumatic stress disorder. I know every award season he get PTSD because he know Kendrick Lamar is gonna wipe the fucking floor with him every award season. He was projecting, and guess what? He's gonna get another Grammy. He's gonna get another Grammy. So what's that's gonna be? 18 plus versus what? Drake's 5. Oh man. It gotta suck. It has to suck to put out song after song after song after song after song. Mind you, he put out 13 songs so far within the last 2 months. And all Kendrick does is go into hiding, makes a critically acclaimed album, not flooding the streets, not providing his kids, I'm meaning the OV-hoes. He's not providing filler music, bullshit music that's not going to do anything just to get a chart placement. He puts out great bodies of work. He goes into hiding, comes out with a critically acclaimed album, and he sweeps. And Drake is at home looking in the mirror. I got more streams. Why do he keep beating me? I got more streams than him. Why does he keep beating me? Because the music fucking sucks. The music is terrible. It's terrible, bro. That's why you keep losing. The music has no substance. Maybe if you go sit down for a year, Drake, and have good life experiences or bad life experiences, and you can come back with something. Forsakens, you're biased. Don't be a YouTuber if you're biased. Forsaken, that's your name, Forsaken? Yes, we're very biased over here. This is the Drake's Haters Club. We're very biased over here. I don't know where you got this idea that because I'm a YouTuber, I have to be neutral. Fuck neutrality. No, it's not happening. No, I'm not going to say anything positive about an alleged pedal pusher. It's not happening. When you click on my page, when you click on my page, what do it say? It says chilling with Monie. For the record, I'm Monie. Sometimes I get called Monie Love. If you're new here, you can decide which one you want to call me. I'm not a professional. I got a degree in journalism, but I'm not a professional. But we haters over here. And if it stinks, I'm going to say it stinks. And it stinks. It smells like dookie. It's trash. It's trash. I only said alleged because I'm not trying to be sued. What don't you OV hoes get? What don't y'all get? Anyway, shout out to my cousin Malcolm Martin. Thank you so much for the super chat. When I was 17, I saw the Club Paradise tour for free because my friend hooked up with one of Drake's crew. K. Def saw some young girls around on tour. Insane. Was your friend, were you, oh, well, yeah, you said when I was 17. And your friend hooked up with one of Drake's crew. Crazy. How old were they around that time? Drake and them were like what, 20, 25 or something? When was that tour? Club Paradise tour. Hold on, let me see. That tour was in 2012. So how old was Drake in 2012? How old was in 2012? So according to Google, Drake was 26 in 2012. Kendrick got arrested. Who said Kendrick got arrested? Kendrick literally was arrested for DMV. DMV? I don't know what's wrong with these OV hoes. DMV. What the fuck is DMV, OV ho, SJD? What does that mean? He was arrested for a motor vehicle? We know what he means, but he's so stupid. He don't even know what he means. This why we clown the OV hoes. It's ridiculous. the way y'all just lie and make up stuff, it's insane. Have you ever? Hey Ace, what's up? Guys, if you can, please like the video if you haven't already.
Usher keep saying they know that they played it wrong. Katie just text what the fuck are we waiting on? Damn, therapist.
Who did he say? Did he say KD?
That's what the fuck are we waiting on? Damn, therapist put in a 30-day notice because I keep on talking about beefing and business and
Did he say KD as in Kevin Durant?
money and women. There's no diagnosis. They emptied the clip. Quick, swat that shit out and I came back reloaded. I'm just so happy that niggas who envied and held that shit and got to finally show it. I'm over the moon. Yeah, we'll see you boys soon. I'm spreading my wings. I hop out cocoon. I'm studio trapping. I'm locked in the room.
Yeah, I heard my sister. Please like the video. The mayor's in the building. The mayor's in the building. He's always a victim. They love playing the victim. Like it's a natural thing for them. Like they all automatically just go into defense mode, victim mode. To be honest, I think of the 3 songs that came out, people like this No Face one. I don't know if it's because he kind of responded. But this is the one getting the most attention. But cousin, they done pulled the songs down allegedly already. The songs got copyrighted. So another 3 stinkers. You're not even the real Ace. Get out of here. You are not the real Ace. We only like one Ace in here. And that's this Ace. That's what we said, cousin. It's something my therapist put in a 30-day notice because I keep talking about beefing. The therapist done had enough of him. The therapist is tired of him. So lame. At this point, because I feel like he's harassing us because he keep putting out this music. Bro, we don't want to hear this shit. Go somewhere with your son, with his mama, and go be a family and go get some brand new life experiences. And then come back with new perspectives. You sent me $2 to say this when I read your comment the first time, but thank you so much for the $2. Next time, send $20. Don't be cheap. Send $2 next time. But thank you for the $2. Maybe I'll use the $2 to buy this No Face song since you guys don't buy it. You giving me $2 when you should be on streaming spending that $2 for your father. Exactly. That's exactly what I just said. You sending his haters money. And if you're gonna send money, make it worthwhile. Send me $20. Cheap ass hoe. YouTube, I'm sorry. Do not yellow mark me. You remember what he did to Rick Ross when Rick Ross, I guess Drake's mom saw that Rick Ross called him a N word, and Drake responded to his mom is like, yeah, he called me the N word and that I'm white. Basically calling Rick Ross a bully. Ace, y'all throw that mad word around too much. You joking in the chat is joking as well. Why you the only one who could be joking? Why the chat can't be joking as well? You came in here looking for attention, and the chat gave you the attention you wanted. So stop playing that mad word. You playing the victim like your father. Stop. We don't like that. We don't like that over here. Because he's scared. He's scared and he still want to play this 20v1 victim card. Why are you saying you'll see these boys soon? You don't need to respond to none of them other people. The only person you need to respond to is Kendrick Lamar. That's the only people you need to respond to. You and The Weeknd, y'all got some deeper fish to fry because y'all up in Canada getting into shootouts. And I don't know why, for the love of me, the media hasn't been covering it. But don't worry, I'm going to do a video on it because EXO and Oviho have been getting into shootouts, but the media won't report on it. And I'm starting to see why they won't report on it over there in Canada because Drake got his hands in the government, allegedly. Because how else do you think he keep being able to cancel all these flights? Another LA artist got their flight canceled because they performed at the pop out. Mind you, his stuff already had got approved to be able to travel to Canada. But the day of, he's randomly told, oh, you can't come to Canada anymore. How does Drake have the ability to tell the airlines, oh, these people can't come? It's because there's something deeper going on over there. And some officials might be involved in it as to where he's able to get away with this stuff. He doesn't even realize how this is making him look. Oh, you got that type of power over there in Canada that you could stop people from being on flights? And you think people aren't going to notice that? Huh, okay. Okay. No. Dang, come back, y'all. Don't run. Yeah, he's pissed off. ASAP living the life that he wanted. You got you got deep rooted beef with all these men. The weekend, you upset because he got away. You're upset because he got away and he wrote your first classic album and you want another one but you can't get it. ASAP is with the love of your life. She had children with the love of your life, a woman who did not want you, who, when you told a room full of people that you've loved her since you was whatever age, and instead of her saying, I love you back, she dabbed on your ass. Then Metro, there's clearly an issue with a woman. Same with Future. There's a woman issue. Kendrick knows you're a deviant and a pedal pusher. Kanye is just bipolar, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Kim Kardashian and you probably sleeping with her as well because you're so disgusting. You can't keep your pee pee in your pants. And then Rick Ross, um, it's also a woman issue. You invited his woman, his ex-woman, to your concert because you know they had a falling out. And then the French Montana thing as well. Rick Ross already was standoffish against you versus with the Meek Mill situation. But then y'all got back together because you and Meek Mill reconciled. But just focus on Kendrick. That's what we want you to do. Just focus on Kendrick. You so big, you so bad, you the better artist, you the bigger artist. Prove it. We want you to prove it. Just prove it. Bro, I know he throw up every day. Every day. Yeah. As soon as someone starts asking about the tangible evidence of Drake and these underage girls, the Drake stands will declare their own. They don't want to have those conversations. They don't. And then it's gotten so bad to the point that their response to some of this stuff is, well, that girl that was on stage, she came out and said nothing happened. So it's okay. No, it's still not okay. It's not okay. Pro Divera, hey cousin, love your recent Kendrick video. Thank you. Love your coverage, Drake. You do you, Monie. That's why we're here. And the haters can cry over their messy idol. Period. Thank you so much for the super chat. What cousin? What time is it over there? Because I know the other night you said it was like 2:30. So what time is it over there right now? Because he's crazy. He's crazy. He is the type of person who feel like, how dare you reject me? I'm Drake. But it's like Rihanna met you when you weren't Drake, when you were just this corny kid trying to find your way. And you still have that stink on you. We don't care if you got a bunch of chains now. We don't care if you got this lace front braids anymore and you finally grew a beard to fix your appearance. We don't care. You still the same corny dude who was insecure about his blackness and not being accepted. That's how you felt, that you were not accepted. And then you got the Jewish mama, you got the black dad from Memphis or wherever the hell he was from. He was barely there or he was in jail, and you have an identity crisis. So you decided to make this caricature of who you think ghetto black men from the hood and how they act. And now you push that narrative and that image. That's what that's what you think of black men. The way you act, the character that you play. You're having an identity crisis. That's why Rihanna don't want you. Cuz you're weird. Yeah, didn't he say what was that school name? There was a school, I forgot, in California, but he said their parking lot was looking like Magic City. And people were like, "Well, he's talking about the parents. Why would you say that about a high school parking lot, period?" And to be honest, I haven't seen any of them reporting on the song yet, but you know it's coming. Okay, get yourself some rest. But thank you so much for being here. To be honest, the way some of these dudes glaze Drake, they probably would hand their daughter right over, which is unfortunate. Which is it's like, see, cousin, literally what I just said about this comment right here. The father just sitting there recording and laughing, probably didn't say nothing. We seen this with those young girls and the parents delivering them to R. Kelly. Hey, glad I can keep you entertained. Just definitely has Drake looking sad out here. He keeps coming back. It's low key. It's low key just shocking how crazy Drake and J. Cole. Granted, J. Cole has gone into hiding, but the few songs he's put out as well have been very questionable. It's like you decided to do that coming off the heels of what just happened. And then Kendrick is just up right now. That too. I can see that too. But I definitely think there's a woman issue as well. But I can definitely see the crediting, because didn't wasn't there something about future uh he wrote something or he recorded something or suggested something and then Drake took it. I don't know the full story, but if you know it, let me know. Uh, Drake is crazy. Delusional. Mind you, that racism was just probably them asking him why he being weird because he was uncomfortable in his skin. Yep. That's exactly how I feel. Exactly how I feel. It's crazy. And then you got Sexy Red as well doing that, turning into a caricature. Like, do you guys not realize what you're doing and how you're promoting yourself? You're promoting yourself in the worst way possible. Like Drake, if you wanted to pretend to be a black man, why you didn't pretend to be a better black man? Like there's examples of great black men you could pretending to be. Why you didn't pretend to be classy and a gentleman like Denzel Washington or something? Like, and even still, if you wanted to play a hood dude, you don't gotta be pretending like you were part of a gang though. Like, who joins a gang at 37 years old? Like, that's just odd. And then you're just being extorted. You're paying basically triple for protection when you could just go out and get a regular security guard. Yes. The chat started asking them about that PDF stuff, and they like, I gotta go. Yes, Sierra Cannon. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Yeah. He said I associate myself with black men. I don't know. Like I said the other day, there was some person who said on Twitter when they were asked what their race was because they were behind one of those meme accounts. What is your race? Are you black? And they're like, I'm of African American descent. Like, bro, black people don't talk like that. And black people don't say, hey, I associate myself with black men. They don't talk like that. Very weird. Listen, throw him in the jail and throw away the key and never unlock the door. It's very insane. Okay. I can't believe J. Cole did that. I've never heard J. Cole talk like that before. That man got on that song and said she's strictly dickly. I haven't heard that since 2005. What are you talking about, J. Cole? Jermaine Cole, what are you doing? None. None. We said it earlier. He does not know how to read a room. 40 told him in this song. What did 40 say?
I gotta know how you get let off the nigga you hating on numbers untouchable. They got the data wrong. This is the moment I know they've
Hold on. Let me see.
been praying on. What? Hey, trying out the boy out, but fuck it, I'm staying on. Oh, keep on sending me slaps to go crazy on 40. Keep saying it's time to be patient.
40 said, be patient. Basically, stand down, relax, chill. He does have no self-awareness, like you said, cousin. He does not know how to read a room. Bro, you're 0 for 13, 0 for 15. I done lost count how many songs you've uploaded. You've been featured on 9 songs and they've all sucked. The only one that did semi-decent was the Sexy Red song. That's it. And even that flopped, considering the circumstances. And it's not like the song was good, because it wasn't. I never want to hear her sing ever again in my life. But it's like, Drake, when are you going to take a step back? And I'm not even hating aside. It's just like, bro, you need some help. You need some help. And there's nobody in your camp who you listen to, because you clearly won't even listen to 40, who's telling you to take a step back. I'm pretty sure there's other people telling him, bro, chill, relax. Your therapist gave you a 30-day notice because she or he is tired of you. They're done. Mr. Unbothered is very bothered. I wouldn't even be mad. And not even on some, oh, just Drake. No, Drake, you won. You set him up. You set him up with this whole first person shooter thing. You had him in the middle of it, where then now he got to defend himself. And then you told him, you left him at the Dreamville Fest because he told you that he was going on stage to apologize, and you told him not to do it. So you just left him hanging. And then you dissed him, not once but twice, and then you also dissed him on your fake Finsta page. It's it's only right J. Cole come back and smack you in the back of them braids. Right at the nape. Just smack the shit out you. Because you earned it. Kendrick said, and not like us, you did Cole foul. I don't know why you still pretending. You set that man up to be shot in the leg, and he didn't even need to be shot. Cousin, he can't. He can't because they're already looking at him funny. He has to take someone's head off. He has to get his respect back. And that person has to be Drake. Because in reality, I feel as though him and Kendrick are still very cool because they were very cool before that. And he just got in the way. And Kendrick felt like, okay, I got to slap my brother because he won't sit the fuck down. But he sent Schoolboy Q to deliver that message. Bro, stand down. This is deeper than you. So move your light skin ass to the side. Let me get at the other light skin. But I feel as though J. Cole has to come back and he has to do something. He has to address it. It would be pretty. If he doesn't, okay, I'll respect it. But it's going to be odd. Because people are looking at him funny. And he might not care. Like, look at me funny all you want. I don't care. I have my sanity and I have my peace. But listening to the previous J. Cole songs before even the battle and how he was talking crazy about how he'll do people in, other rappers in, J. Cole was talking crazy. He was talking cash-ish. So I feel as though he has to redeem himself. He already the ugly stepchild in this whole thing. Not saying that he's actually ugly. I'm just making a reference. So he has to come back and defend his name or his honor, I guess. And plus, I know his fans want him to come and defend his name because they've been getting cooked. They've been getting cooked. They were on such a high. Because he responded to Kendrick. And then they were shut down. They were crushed. Nope. That man just want to be on a beach somewhere with his laptop and his headphones or riding a bike somewhere. But J. Cole, Jermaine definitely has to come back and at least punch somebody in the mouth. All day is crazy because I have a job. So all day is crazy. We've been on here for 1 hour and 44 minutes. It's Friday night. I'm not going outside. So I'm sitting here chilling with my cousins. What you mad for? What are you mad for? VVS. What you upset about? I'm talking about your father. That's why you mad? Who would you like me to talk about? If I can't talk about your father, who would you like me to talk about? And plus, I know when you walked in here, you got to add. So you know that means I'm making money from you complaining. So I don't get it. Yes, we're in here talking about current events. We're in here talking about current events, and you're on YouTube looking for the current event. So we the same. Shut all that crying up. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear that crying. Don't come in here fucking up the vibe. Punk ass. Anyway, when Drake said, even my black, very white of him. Exactly. That's simple. African American descent is crazy. I would look at somebody crazy if they said that. Yep. Him and Little Yachty. They got the same energy. I don't even know what the whole Little Yachty situation is, but he's definitely an incel. A ugly that got money and didn't know how to act. When Drake told us. I think I've seen maybe 3 Drake interviews tops. Of course, the one with Elliot Wilson where he's discussing the control verse, and he said people aren't gonna be listening to it 10 years from now. Here we are today. And then I seen the Angie Martinez one where Angie Martinez, who's been in hip hop journalism for decades on decades, who has secret interviews with Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, The Lox, who's interviewed the best of the best, who tried to tell him, no, Drake, Kendrick isn't dissing you. It's a sport. This is a part of the culture. This is how you get better. This is how you push your pen. This is how you sharpen your vocabulary, your schemes, your content as a rapper. Angie Martinez tried to tell him this. And what did he do? He brushed Angie Martinez off, a legend in this. She was trying to save your life. Angie Martinez probably saw the future of today. And she tried to save you. And you low-key tried to push her off and tell her, no, those were harsh words. Like, so many people tried to warn you, Drake. So many people tried to save you. It's crazy. Leonardo Thomas. Thank you so much, cousin. But real questions, taking the example of J. Cole and the wise decision he made, is he now less than any worthy for the crown in hip hop? Do we shame artists for dodging bullets when necessary? That's a good question. I feel like J. Cole is still a top lyricist. I'm not gonna lie and say I listen to a lot of J. Cole because I don't. I think in my phone, let me see real quick. How many J. Cole songs do I have? J. Cole. How many J. Cole songs I got in my library? That's terrible. I have 2 J. Cole songs in my library. But of course, I've heard other songs. So I know he's very talented. He's one of the best rappers of this generation. But I feel like he has a stain on his legacy, unfortunately, because of how competitive rap is and hip hop is. And battling is a very important aspect of hip hop. And sometimes you have to battle to earn your stripes, to earn respect. Every single rapper that you know that's the best of the best, they have battles under their belts, whether it was when they were in high school. Like I remember Jay-Z and Busta Rhymes, they battled each other in high school and stuff like that. Um, so it's good to have that. And J. Cole knows that because he was talking cash shit on his other songs. And how he was saying he'll do other rappers in, how other rappers can't sit with him, basically, right? So it's like once you have that smoke at your door, you can't turn the other cheek and say, "Oh, my spirit is just so defeated. It's bothering me." But then again, I get why he said that, because it's Kendrick and that's his boy. Like they they've been on this journey together. So I get it, but at the same time, you can't be a crazy shit talker and then duck smoke. So at the end of the day, I feel like there's gonna be an asterisk next to J. Cole's name because of this. But if he decides to come back and try to take someone's head off, Drake, especially because Drake is the one who dissed him at least 3 or 4 times since all of this, it might not look good for J. Cole. People are always going to have that in the back of their mind about him. So he got to smoke somebody. He has to. But I will respect him if he doesn't. But it's much better if he does. In my opinion. I don't know. Cousins, y'all let me know if I'm bugging or not, or what y'all feel. But thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. I think Cole engaging with Drake is beneath him. Like Cole can still come back with his wellness raps. He can. He definitely can, but that's gonna be that asterisk next to his name. Everybody's gonna always put up. Remember when you said your stomach was hurting because you was battling Kendrick? Yeah, for sure. I don't want no songs like Grippy on the album. I know that. Maybe I'm biased. I like Cole. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But cousin, you know there's an asterisk next to his name. You know it. You don't want to say it, but you know it. He has to. I'll say I'm not gonna say he has to. I want him to. It will be beneficial if he does. Because people are probably gonna feel like, okay, they can play with him now. You know what I mean? Like even J. Cole, I'm sorry, even Fat Joe was trying to talk greasy. And it's like Fat Joe, J. Cole will smoke your boots. Like I get you're doing commentary and stuff like that, but don't get beside yourself. Facts. I love it when they talk these junk. Love it. My favorite rapper, my number one is Jay-Z. He's notorious for talking junk. Yeah, I would love to see that. When is the Weekend album coming out? Is he working on that? It's like, was it announced? Wellness. Dot fuck him up. Unofficial member of Black Hippie J. Cole. Oh yeah. That's how far they go back. Yeah, I remember when BET used to follow their concert. We used to have so much good TV back in the day. That's because Yachty pinning it. You feel me? So cringe. Like, come on. Like, have you not looked at Kendrick's videos, Drake? He's not doing that with you. Him and Dave Free do not play like that. So delusional. I like Cole too. I don't know if he's interested in a full on battle, but I definitely think he's gonna address things. Yeah. I don't if Drake is smart, he would not get into no full on battle. Another one. But he's so dumb and out of touch with reality. He's gonna do it again. Right. I don't even know why he got on that. Jermaine, if you're listening to this, I know you're not listening to this. Don't you ever do no shit like that again. And I'm not even a fan of you like that. Don't you ever do that ever again. You feel me? Jay has to pay for friends because Jay has them. Drake has always felt like, why him and not me? At all the time. That's why he always tries to sun Kendrick and say, "Oh, I put you on your first tour. I taught you everything you know." Blah 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 blah. And it's like, Drake, give it a rest. Give it a rest. Why you don't have the same retort with ASAP Rocky? Why you don't want to feel responsible for ASAP Rocky's career, but you want to get points for Kendrick's career? Ain't that funny? You know the truth, Drake. Your fans could be stupid, but is VVS still in here crying? He better not be. I don't even have mods in here. How do you even get mods? I have no idea. I think I figured it out. But anyway, facts. But how I look at it from a different lens, niggas, the moment has to be gouged and measured, or else everyone that shoots get killed in the process. Very true. You gotta be strategic with all of this, which we saw with Kendrick. He mapped all of this out. Them 17 days, they thought he was in hiding, scared, shaking, trembling. No, sir, he was putting them pieces together. Thank you again for the super chat. I think if Drake and J. Cole was to go at it, I think J. Cole will win. But he has to he can't just rap. He can't just rap. He has to be more. He has to give extra. He has to be very creative. Because of course we know he's gonna out rap him, but they're just gonna try to do the same thing that they did towards Kendrick and say, um, we don't like the beat. Like, are we judging beats or are we judging bars? Oh, it's too slow. I can't smoke hookah and pop my ass to it. I want to smoke hookah and pop ass to songs, to beef songs. So he has to, if he's gonna take that chance, he has to remember he has to do that. Of course, we know you're gonna outbar him. We know that it's a given, but you gotta add a little razzle dazzle in it as well, especially if y'all are gonna go rounds. If you're gonna come, punch him in the mouth round one. Don't play with him. Do not play with him. It's called Kendrick Awaken the Stranger Danger. Yeah. Past corner. When's the last time you seen Drake debut at 20 on Billboard and the next at 68? And then that housekeeping song, is that the one with Lotto? That one was number 85. Insane. He said it. He's the numbers guy. And he's still saying that in this new song right here. Ends, what he say? Ends got lit off the features I skated on. I gotta know. How you get lit off the end you hated on. Numbers untouchable. They got the data wrong. So he's still bragging about his alleged numbers. That's all he got. That's all he has is numbers to brag about. And as of late, the last 2 months, 2, 3, 4 months, the number's been in the dirt. The number's been in the dirt. Ace, he up to 13. 13, 15 at this point. Oh my God, LSG. Someone already came in here and said that. Or is this you from a fake page? Because someone said this verbatim already. If y'all gonna come in here, at least come in here being funny. We want to laugh. We want to laugh. But yes, we're on hour number 2 talking about your father. Thank you for stopping in. Please hit the like button. These songs are not worse than usual, so he has some fans that are very casual. Nope. Drake's numbers are so bad at the moment that I'm surprised AK hasn't invited invented a story about a no kind of no, cousin, you missed it. He's blaming Kendrick fans for let me see if I can find it. He's blaming Kendrick fans for people bringing up the fact that they're talking about his R word in assault case. He said it's Kendrick fault, and then it's especially about Lil Yachty as well. That now Lil Yachty is arguing with his own fans and his members of his group, I guess. Academics is blaming that on Kendrick fans. That ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick, but he's blaming Kendrick fans. AK is it's insane. He got his own case to be worried about. Right. No one would care about that. But the fact that he consistently wants to bring up numbers, now people are going to bring up the numbers and people are going to keep track of how you've been doing because you can't brag about numbers to people and then get your boot smoked consistently. Kendrick is over here breaking every single record you've had nailed down, all because you wouldn't shut up. Kendrick proved to a lot of people that he can do exactly what you do, Drake. He just chooses not to do that. He just showed you it's easy. It's light. It's nothing to do that. If I wanted to continue, if I wanted to dumb down music and give you nothing, I could do that. But I'm a concept artist. I like presenting real life situations and circumstances. But Kendrick proves to you what you do isn't hard. It's not hard at all. We literally seen a war between the heart, mind, and soul. The mind conquered, heart devoured, soul at peace with promise of virtue. Leonardo, what is you a poet? Come on now. Almost jumped out of my chair. Almost jumped out of my chair. That's all facts. Yep. I think it was only up for like 2 hours. Snatched that immediately. Yep. And he's blaming Kendrick Lamar fans for them being brought back up. First of all, they wouldn't be brought up if they didn't exist. Make it make sense. They all need to be arrested. All of them. And it's that simple. Right. He said, listen, I need to dumb this down a little bit for y'all. But I'm still Kendrick Lamar. And this third verse, I'm going to take out of school. I'm going to take out of school. Well, he said, let me put y'all on game. I'm going to put y'all on game. We doing that tomorrow, Ace. I don't know if I should come live and do it on YouTube. I know I did that before. I think I did that with what did I do that? Did I do that with Good Kid, Mad City? Good Kid, Mad City, and that Eminem album, but that Eminem album sucked. But I think I'm gonna do Mr. Morale live, or I might do the concert live because I want to do both. Numbers lie too, P Jersey. Thank you so much for the super chat. He's spitting. He's spitting, right? Do these graphic overs a DJ? No, because they agree. They're all nothing but a bunch of incels who are lames, who didn't get attention, and now they finally got attention over the internet. So they feel like, oh, academics remind me of myself. I too can be like him. So I want to support him. I want to champion him because I see myself in him. A weirdo who finally got a little bit of money and don't know how to act. Same for Little Yachty. If you notice, Yachty, academics, and Drake all have the same thing in common. Former lames who got money, who have terrible relationship with women, and just terrible dispositions as people as a whole. They all have the same thing in common. So it's no wonder they all get along. Former lames who got money and think they're the end all be all just because they got money now. They don't even know how to carry it. No real people in his corner, or he does have real people in his corner, and he's just like, "F y'all." The way they've been acting like he's some SoundCloud rapper has been so weird. Like, did you guys forget he was asked to be a part of first person shooter, and he was they mentioned he was a part of the big three. Like, why do you think we're here anyway? Why are you guys trying to pretend Kendrick Lamar is a SoundCloud rapper that no one's ever heard of before? That's exactly why your father got his boot smoke, trying to downplay Kendrick. If I was in Jersey, still, we have standards upholding our culture. If you disrespect the culture, listen, I seen someone tweet today that Little Yachty is gonna be the face of the culture in 3 to 5 years, and I said, just shut the whole genre down if that's the case. If that's the case, tired cousin, tell them it's that simple. If you don't do messed up stuff, no one has anything to report. Now you're upset because people are bringing it back up. Yes, we're going to keep reminding people. We're going to keep reminding people. I mean, it looks like 40 tried to, but he's not listening to 40. Oh man, Matt is going through it right now. He's going through it right now. And then he's talking about that Family Matters video is 3 hours. Cousins, I don't know how we gonna do it. 3 hours is kind of crazy. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. So I decided, since I'm gonna react to the Miss Morale album, because I know a few songs on it, but I don't know all the songs on it. And I've seen the videos to the songs that I do know. So instead of reacting to the videos like I've decided to do after I react to the albums, I said I'll just do the concert instead, because I haven't seen the concert. I've just seen a clip or two for that's what's on YouTube. So I might as well react to the whole concert instead, because I'm not gonna re-react to the music videos and I already saw them. That would be fake, and I'm not gonna do that. The boat, the boat has sunk to the bottom of the ocean or something, because he has been crashing out, and he's like, he wrote all of that girl Caribou's music, and the music that I've heard from her is terrible. So I wouldn't even brag about saying you wrote that music. You got lyrics in there where she's talking about sucking D and all of this. You wrote that, Yachty? You proud of that? Hey, cousin, what's going on? Thank you for joining. I seen someone say that too. Did y'all see the bands? It's about to be a long fall for you, Aubrey. A long fall. Mm. It's about to be a long fall, buddy. You thought you thought the summer was bad. They is about to cook you, babe. Cook you. Football season, and then right after that, college basketball season, NBA is back. And then March Madness, you're cooked. My guy, Leonardo. The problem is in this kind of industry of hip hop nowadays is that artists, as people, don't have more discernment about themselves and the things of greater value. The glitz and glamour has blinded them. And the oversharing as well has been terrible. Nothing is a secret. You know what I mean? And because of the oversharing, people start to feel entitled to artists and they want to know every single thing about an artist. And they feel like if they didn't see it, it did not happen or it doesn't exist. And I just sit back and think, like, do you people literally think logically? Like, I've seen people using digs of the fact that Kendrick decided to step away from music and be a family, enjoy his family. Even Drake himself has said that, like, he's gone on record to say, oh, these other guys, they get to go home to their families and stuff, not me. You're proud of that? Like, you're proud of that you don't like to go home to your family, to your son who's under 5 years old. He was probably 3 years old at the time when you said that. You're proud of that. You hate your family so much. You don't want to go home and be with them. And you're using that as a dig towards J. Cole and Kendrick. Are you slow? You gotta be slow. Like, literally, his fans, then they regurgitate that. Oh, Kendrick be going hiding. He doesn't give y'all music like that. So that's the difference with Kendrick fans. Kendrick fans understand him and they know that they can't push him to do anything that he doesn't want to do. And they respect his privacy. Like I said earlier, none of us have seen Kendrick Lamar since the pop out. Like, physically, verbally, none of us seen him. But if you randomly go, like, look up tweets or something, you'll see, oh, I saw Kendrick Lamar at the coffee shop or something like that. But none of them disrespect him and take pictures and put it on the internet. So it's not like he's just in the house hiding. He goes outside. He's in his community, but he has that type of respect to where people don't bombard him because they know he doesn't like to be famous. He just likes to be an artist and to present his work and then go home to his family. But Drake has his fans believing that's a negative. How dare you be a man who loves his wife and his children so much that they feel like, oh, you're putting your fans on the back burner. Like, it's very weird. It's just very weird. I don't get it. There's nothing wrong with someone taking time for themselves. These fans are so entitled. They feel like they need to know every single thing about you. Oh, what did you eat this morning? How did you comb your hair this morning? It's just weird. There's no privacy these days. I remember back in the day, if you wanted some tea on a person, you had to go to the grocery store and get a Word Up magazine or whatever type of OK magazine or something like that. And that's where you found the gossip and tea. Now you just pull up your phone, scroll on Instagram, click a button, and you know everything a person is doing because they overshare. Candace people always talk about their family. Right. This guy got people feeling like, how dare you take care of your family? And that dates back to his own upbringing. He didn't have good family situation. Right. That's like that guy that was on that podcast like, oh, Kendrick needs to go on a feature run. Kendrick needs to go on a feature run. Do you hear yourself? Kendrick does not need a feature run. He's not a starving new artist. He doesn't need to do that at this point in his career. He's on some, oh, the baby did it. That's the fucking the baby. The baby isn't Kendrick Lamar. Just chilling. Kendrick fans only need a new album every 2 to 5 years. Other than that, we leave them in. It's that simple. Would we like an album every year? Absolutely. But we know when we get an album from him, it's because it's going to cover what he's been through the last 2 years. So no, we don't rush him. We don't need him dropping 15 songs in the last 2 months. I would look at Kendrick Lamar like he was fucking crazy if he dropped 15 songs in 2 months. Our mind was blown when he dropped Meet the Grams and Not Like Us within a span of 10 hours. Those 3-4 days, our minds were blown. But we respect his privacy. Drake got himself overexposed. I knew Drake fans were insane when he leaked his D picture and I seen men under it. When I seen a whole bunch of men under it with owls in their names, I knew we lost the plot. That's when I knew we lost the plot. I'll say it again. Father Time by Kendrick is a mirrored yet negative perspective of Drake because Drake doesn't know how to retreat, heal, repair, and prepare. A lot of them songs, like that's the album Drake needs to listen to front to back. That's why Kendrick said to him at the end of Meet the Grams, You lied on the only artist that could help you. Because some of the stuff that you're dealing with, I dealt with it. Like you clearly have um these addictions. I can probably help you with that. He even offered him a solution. Did what he say he needed some ayahuasca? He providing you examples of how to get your life together, Drake. And like he said, you learn on the only artist that could ever help you. Just because you're that petty. Okay? Right. Man, Father Time, I have you in here crying. That's low key why I don't want to do the Mr. Morale album live. Because if I get on here crying, if I get on here crying, I am not trying to be up here crying. That's what he told them. I don't get this idea that Mr. Morale is Kendrick's worst album. From the few songs that I have heard, and I think it's what 5 or 6 songs I've already got on my phone. I don't get it. And plus, if we pull a Drake and we look at the numbers, it's obvious that's not his worst song, his worst album. I honestly think a monkey see monkey do situation where one person say, "Oh, I couldn't get into this album." Now everybody's regurgitating the same talking points. The 5 or 6 songs I have on my playlist already from the album, fire. So reality is y'all just not ready to face that kind of content because that shit will have you looking in the mirror. And y'all not ready to face y'all demons. And I low key, Kwani, I can see that, especially with him putting out Family Ties with Baby Keem and him saying he be smoking on top fives. He say he smoke on top fives. He just ain't say when. He just ain't say when. Yeah, that's a flop nowadays. Mind you, these people putting up 20 and 30K. Like, come on. I'm sure. Yep, you definitely do. I'm telling you. I already listened to the entire I Was Masterful, but it takes some time to appreciate. It's worth the listen though. Yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow. I need to upload my damn reaction, but YouTube be trying to give me a hard time where I gotta chop and edit it up. Oh, what happened? What did they say? XQ write the comment again. I'm sorry. I think I might have missed it. Was it a super chat? Hey, what happened? I'm sorry, I missed it. Am I a new Kendrick fan? Absolutely not. Not a new Kendrick fan. Um, my top two favorite artists is Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick is my number two on my top five. Jay-Z is number one. Um, and Jada Kiss is number three. No, I'm not sleeping on it. Um, I don't know why I didn't fully listen to it, to be honest. 2022 was not a good year for me. I ain't gonna get too personal, but I had a few losses that year. So Jay is better than Kendrick. Um, is Jay better than Kendrick? No, I don't think Jay is better than Kendrick. But Jay-Z is my number one all time. Nah, cause I'm doing the reaction tomorrow. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna do it live like I did Good Kid Mad City. My thing is, what are you confused about? hmm Yep. If you if you listen to I'm pretty sure you have though, Ace. But if you listen to Kendrick's first album, he sounds just like Jay-Z. He sounds just like Jay-Z. Yeah. Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. She do not play about him. But y'all see how Beyonce and Kendrick ain't show up last night. TMZ had us thinking they pulling up to do freedom. Kendrick and Beyonce said, "Who pulling up? Y'all better enjoy this audio from this track and call it a day. You better play freedom and not like us until you can't play it no more. Because we not showing up. We did not sign up for that. We did not sign up for that." And Kendrick Lamar still has Jay-Z in his top five to this day. So overrated, reach, reach, reach. We all entitled to like who we like, but there's absolutely no way you could be a fan of hip hop, of storytelling, and think Sean Carter is overrated. I'm sure she respects Kendrick. That's for sure. Who's that? That's why Dame is trying to get Kendrick um to buy that album. Kendrick not getting involved with that. If we're talking skills, Kendrick is ahead, but Jay has some very unique skills, like how he writes and records. He's special. I can agree with that. And plus, Kendrick is more, I wouldn't say more relevant, but more active. Jay-Z don't have really much to rap about these days. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure he could still pull from somewhere his previous life experiences, but when you're not living that lifestyle anymore, what are you really rapping about? Jay-Z don't gotta rap anymore. He gives us a song here and there. But yeah, I got Jay-Z, Kendrick, Jada as my top three. I still hate when that Honestly Nevermind shit came out, Ace. I wanted to make him be quiet. Stop playing me for like 10 years old song. Bitch, I'm attractive. I don't know. I love when Kendrick does his cocky confidence rapping where he's talking sassy. I enjoy it. I like it. I think there's a real merit in covering the past albums for people who are new to the works after the beef. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. My problem is I know I have like 5 or 6 songs that I already know. And then it's the deep cuts where I've probably heard it in passing, but haven't really sat down to fully listen to it. And one thing I hate about people when they do albums reactions and stuff, when they listen to it on shuffle, that's so weird. Like, why wouldn't you listen to it 1 through 12 through or 1 through 17 through? Putting an album on shuffle just lets me know you're mentally ill. I don't know. I just had to say that because I think that's just so weird. Very much so nonsense because in 95, banger. Savior, banger. Father Time is not a song you will probably listen to all the time because it can get you very emotional, but amazing song. Die Hard, I love that song. Count Me Out, love that song. So I don't understand where's the no bangers at. When that fucking beat drops on Savior, oh my god, it's disgusting. Like what? Jesus Christ. He snapped. Kendrick raps more like Wayne and M to me. I don't think he raps like them. Um, I think there's clear influences in there. Um, but he raps like himself. He definitely gets the storytelling. Um, especially when it's like for example, like Meet the Grams. That's very Eminem-esque. Um, what? Who says she's suing them? That's not true. You put a little bit too many extra A's in that way. Too many extra ways. But I'm not here to debate you. You can like who you like. Um, yeah, I don't debate people's top fives because it's your top five. That's what you like. Um, watch Kendrick B perform Freedom Live, Gary Chemistry. Yeah, that's a classic performance. I just find that shit so funny that neither of them showed up last night, but it was reported that they were showing up. That was so funny. Drake ain't that good. He never was anywhere near GOAT level of his era. J. Cole is a better rapper, better singer, can actually make beats. Kendrick is the king of interest subject matter. They have to be approved to play most times. Yeah, absolutely. Those songs have to be approved. She's literally using that's her campaign song, Kamala Harris. That's her campaign song. She had to get that approved. She's not just playing that just because she wants to play it in the background. No, it's her campaign song. Um, Such a beautiful song. He put his heart and soul in that. Right. If you know that, yeah, it's all subjective. Definitely. That's why I'm not debating you. Because that's what you like. I don't like Kendrick. Girl, I do not care if you don't like him. What are you talking about? I do not care. Or you're not talking to me. I don't know. But now, babe, I do not care. I didn't start listening to Hove until I was a teenager. As a kid, I liked Luda and Ye more. That's reasonable. Ludacris is very underrated, like so underrated, and it's low key sad because it's gotten to the point where people don't remember that Ludacris raps. They see him now as an actor, and it's like Ludacris can get the best of the best of them, and he used to have great music videos. The similar to like Missy and Busta Rhymes when it came to making their music videos, Ludacris was in that category. Y'all better, y'all better not be fighting in here. Uh-uh. We only fight with the OV hoes over here. Savior was around Savior into Silent Hill, Die Hard. How do y'all feel about Kodak being on the album? That rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Rich Spirit is banger as well. Right. What are you rapping about? Is right. Jay-Z don't have to rap anymore like that. Like he has nothing to prove. That's why I was having that conversation about Nicki Minaj the other day. Granted, she's no Jay-Z, but when you look at the female rappers, if you put them in tiers, like how they have tiers on the rap side where there's Jay-Z, Nas, they're like the OGs. Nicki, you would be considered the OG. Um, but you keep comparing yourself to these young girls. Why do you keep doing that? If Jay Z ever did that, I would be so disgusted. He doesn't have to do that because he's completed. He's the final boss. Like he doesn't have anything else to prove. He's won all of the awards. He sold the records. He's had the tours. He's done the interviews. Like there's nothing else for Jay Z to prove. So every once in a while, DJ Khaled will pull him out the house and he'll give you a fire verse. That's where he's at right now in life. And I love that for him. Good night, morning. Thanks for the compliment conversation. Jersey, thank you so much. Good night. Some people don't like his voice when he does the voices. I love it. He definitely does. I'm like so far behind in the chat. My bad. The part where United here, I was on. What you say? What I miss? Don't be in here arguing. I didn't really care for it. I wish he had J Rock Absolute School Q. Sarah Rashad said on it since it was all yeah. She's always been like that. She's always been like that. And I don't know how people didn't see it. She's always had the mindset of wanting to be the one and only. And for a long time, she had the benefit of being the one and only because they were not giving other rap girls a chance. And so she felt like it should just be me and only me. And then we had Iggy Azalea, where she was, which is insane. But there was Iggy Azalea. She had the number one hit with the Fancy, and Nikki low key kind of felt the way about it. She definitely felt the way about it. And then Remy Ma came home, and she did whatever it is that she did. Um, and then we had Cardi B, and people don't want to give Cardi B her props for this, but it wasn't until Cardi B where they decided to start taking other female rappers serious. No one will want to give Cardi B that props for that. But it wasn't until Cardi B where other record labels started giving other rap girls a chance, because for a long time they would not give other female rappers a chance. It was only one, and it was just Nicki Minaj for a very long time. Then they started to see, oh, there might be some money, actual money in this. We should actually put money into this. But yeah, she's very bitter Betty when it comes to other female rappers. Like, I've never seen anyone fall out with every single female rapper the way Nicki does. Like, it's like you see her link up with a female rapper, you put a timer on it because you know at some point she's gonna get upset at them at some point. The Hard Part 5 is one of the greatest tracks of all time. I can listen to it without tearing up. Yes, it's really a good song. And then the video is just crazy. My top 5 rap albums is now Supreme Butterfly, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Look at Master lay down my life for you, and Ready to Die Biggie. Those are good. I don't think I've heard I Lay Down My Life for You. I don't think I've heard that before. I'm not a Kodak fan, especially after that trash. Please. Kodak has a weird allegiance to Donald Trump. He feels like he owes Donald Trump because Donald Trump got him out when Kodak don't even realize he only got you out to get votes. hmm Right. And it's pretty clear that that's um like if you read like the background for the album, you can tell that's what he was trying to do. Show the tale of the coin from both sides of what he could have been, but where he is now. So I get the point. I would have preferred him not to be on the album because of his history, but I get why he had him. But some people, I see that some people don't like it. Oh, you took it there. Oh, you took it there. He does always remind me of each other. Right. He uses his voice as an instrument. Right. Yeah, Meg can definitely rap. She can rap. My thing is with paving the way, right? Okay, you paved the way. Now what? Just because you paved the way for me, I'm supposed to kiss your ass? Okay, you paved the way. Now what? And when it comes to Nikki and talking about paving the way, we see how she acted with Little Kim. We see how she acted with the other female rappers. The only person Nicki Minaj has given flowers to, what real flowers to, is what Lauryn Hill. And then there's Foxy Brown, but we know she only pretends that Foxy is her goat because to spite Little Kim. If Foxy was your goat, why didn't you start your career off mocking Foxy Brown? You chose Little Kim to mock and follow her blueprint. You can pave the way. You could lay the brick down by hand all you want. I'm still not putting up with your bullshit and the fact that you're a nasty person. What they say, never meet your idols because they will disappoint you. I'm pretty sure that's how Lotto felt. Because I think out of all of the rap girls, Lotto might have been Nicki Minaj's biggest fan. And then she met her. And then they fell out because Nicki Minaj was jealous. If you continue to fall out with every single person, when do you take the step back and realize, hey, it might be me? I might be the issue. You just had um Ice Spice under your wing. You having Ice Spice under your wing, which caused Ice Spice to now be beefing with Lotto because she took on your beef. And then you got JT, who now was dissing Megan the Stallion, who picked pick you over Meg, and she's going at it with Cardi B. So now they beefing. And then you decide to unfollow both of them because they didn't want to sign their life over to you and your fake label. So now you beefing with Ice Spice and JT. But they should have knew better. They should have knew better when she got on the internet and called them do anything bitches. Nikki called them do anything bitches. She don't even respect y'all. She's just using y'all for the moment. And here it is, the moment is up. She don't need y'all no more. She done with y'all. But Bia, you next, baby. I give it a month or two. She's gonna be dissing you next too. It's literally rinse, wash, and repeat with Nikki. It's the same cycle over and over and over and over and over again with a new rapper. You was cool with Meg. You seen she started to outperform you, get a little clout, get a little bit more attention. Now she's charting. Now she's getting the attention. Now she's getting invited to the award shows. Now she's winning Grammys. Now you feel a type of way. Now you don't like her. We seen what happened with Cardi B. Like it's the same thing over and over and over again. When do you get tired? I would be so pissed off if I logged on the internet and I seen Jay-Z arguing with Lil Durk. I will call Beyonce my fucking self. Like, she don't carry herself like a queen. She don't carry herself like the queen of rap. She don't. You get on that station head and you just crash out. But you know one thing she won't do? A man could do anything to her. A man could be a deviant, disgusting person. She won't fall out with them, no. A woman? A woman? Oh, she gonna curse you out. You order names in a book. But a man? Oh, she gonna stick by that man. She gonna put them books. She gonna put that money in them books. Oh, you was molesting your stepdaughter? Don't worry about it. I'll pay your lawyer fees. She's one of them. She is a disgusting woman. I'm sorry. I don't see how anyone supports her. I'm sorry. I just don't see it for her. I don't see it. I mean, he's a businessman. He's supposed to pull strings, but who's he pulling strings for now? Like, he's not into it with anybody. When he was active, 100%. Because that's just the petty shit to do. Jay-Z was a petty person. That was prevalent in his writing. She mad at him because he did that feature with Lotto, but she won't stop being cool with him. She gonna curse Lotto out until she can't curse her out no more. But Drake, oh, he was hugged up with Little Kim at his concert. She got mad, but she's still there. She gonna put up with what a man do to her all day. And them type of women are very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Her sister got in an interview and said, I love my sister. I know she was busy. She wasn't really around, but she did for me and my father what she could do. But I know she had her own life and stuff like that. But I want to be a rapper too, but I'm not looking for no help. But I want her to know that I'm trying to rap as well. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to prove to you that I don't really need your assistance. But just check me out. Look and see what I'm doing. And she got on her station head, of course, again, and called that little girl everything but a child of God. Called that girl a talentless leech, basically. That's your sister, Nicki Minaj. That's your little sister. She clearly wants to be just like you. She's inspired by you. But you're disrespecting her. You'll put money on your brother's books, though, where he was charged with molesting his stepdaughter. But your sister doing an interview is where you drew the line? Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. Oh, Randy. Another crybaby. Ain't it fitting? The crybabies are supporters of two of the most deviant superstars of today. They come from the same camp. Drake and Nicki. Lil Wayne, you picked terrible artists. Because one artist have PDF allegations and the other one paid for her brother's books. And she's married to alleged essayer. Ain't that That's something. You could be delusional all you want to. Y'all throw that hating word around too loosely. Nicki Minaj ain't got nothing I want. I'm sorry. Nicki Minaj ain't got nothing I want. I would if I was to be offered to keep my life or have Nicki Minaj's life, I'm keeping my life in a heartbeat. That lady is miserable. Miserable. Absolutely. She's not gonna divorce him because she wants to keep a look. People people feel like people feel like she made the wrong decision of a man to pick. You went from Safari to Meek Mill to Nas to a man who gotta wear an ankle monitor and he gotta report um his whereabouts to the neighborhood watch. What Pusha T say to Drake? Tell him who you chose as your Beyonce. Nikki, show us who you chose as your Nasir Jones. How do you go from Nasir Jones to that? Yes, love. Hmm. Dr. Kane, you like the song? Mm-hmm. How you fumble Nas? India, but if we say the quiet part out loud, we haters. We haters. If we say the truth out loud. They love that hating word. They love that hating word. Ain't shit to hate on. Because he did, and he's an idiot. He definitely fumbled police. Yep, and got him to take it down. And got him to take it down. But Nikki, she is gonna live on forever. All right now. If I had a top five Nas, it would probably be there at least top 10. Yeah, I think I got Nas like number 6 or something. In shambles. I'm telling you. But cousins, I'm about to take it down for the night. I appreciate y'all coming in here and rocking with me on this Friday night. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Shout out to my mods and my cousins for holding down the chat. And I will catch y'all tomorrow, more than likely around 6 or 7 o'clock. Y'all have a good night.